If you missed our first episode, you will want to go back and catch it. We kicked off our 6-day Eastern Caribbean cruise with what we called Embarkation Day Madness, from exploring Fort Lauderdale to boarding the Carnival Magic, dinner at Juicy Seafood, and our first onboard meal at Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue. It was a crazy but fun start.
Today's all about slowing down and soaking it in. It's our first full sea day and we've got a lot to show you.
Hey, we're Tiff and Nat,
and
welcome to Takeoff with Tiff and Nat.
We love to travel, discover new places, and show that you can do it too. Our goal is to help you travel smarter, on a budget, and make memories that last a lifetime.
Whether you are a solo traveler, a couple just like us, or a family with kids in tow, we want to inspire you to get out there and see the world without breaking the bank.
All right, let's talk about day 2. We're starting off with Sea Day Brunch, exploring the ship and finding the best lounging spots, and ending the day with a world-class show and maybe some time by the pool.
Basically, it's the perfect day at sea. Good food, relaxation, and lots of fun.
Let's take off! So this is what you get to wake up to with a balcony. Pretty awesome just to wake up and know you can head outside and see the ocean for miles. One thing you may want to be aware of is where your room lands. So if you're kind of in the middle of the ship like ours is, you're actually kind of close to people who could be hanging out down below if they're walking around. Also, if you have a connecting room, it actually, I would say, diminishes your experience simply because these rooms go from basically being soundproof to sound leaking. So not that it's terrible, unless you have really bad neighbors, it is definitely a downside of having a room with a connection. So just food for thought for those who are concerned about sleeping at night. Tiffany is finished getting ready. We're getting ready to head down to the Sea Day Brunch. Nice little option for those. Never knew about this on our previous cruises. But when you are at sea, if you want to sleep in and have that combination lunch and brunch, then you go downstairs and you check in and then they serve you instead of going through the buffet. But definitely a nice option on a sea day.
All right, so we are at the Sea Day Brunch, and I saw a hot and spicy tomato soup, and I normally don't eat soup for breakfast. I usually don't even eat breakfast, but I'm like, that's unique. We're going to try it. And they even did a fun little presentation, which we didn't get, but that's okay. So fresh tomatoes, little croutons in there. Let's just go right in for it. What does that taste like? It tastes like fresh tomato soup. It's not spicy. It's hard to describe. You can tell it's actually fresh. Like, that's the difference between canned soup and fresh soup, tomato soup. It just tastes very acidic, nice amount of spice, but definitely not spicy. Let's try a little crouton here. Would I get this again? No, probably not. But, ooh, that one did have a little bit of bites. A little bit, some pepper in there for sure. But yeah, nice, refreshing. And look at this. You can even order a fresh croissant. And Tiffany says, these are a little dry. That's why God gave us soup. That's the way to eat it.
All right, so here's what I ordered. I ordered the eggs Benedict, and then I ordered a side of bacon. I always eat bacon, like every day. Eat bacon, bacon all day, every day. But then I also ordered a croissant. This eggs Benedict looks delicious. Ooh, that's very, very runny. Runnier than I would prefer, actually. We've got a English muffin underneath with some ham. Oh no, smoked salmon. That's what I ordered. That's pretty flavorless. Definitely need salt. I really don't taste much. It's really weird. Okay, I got a little more salmon in that bite. That's actually pretty good. I can taste the smoked salmon, which definitely adds to the flavor of this. You still need salt. Yeah, the English muffin is pretty good. It's not soggy, which can commonly happen with this. So you still have a little bit of crunch to your English muffin, which I appreciate for the texture. But that smoked salmon is what saves this. I definitely think that the eggs are a little undercooked. I would prefer them to be a little more cooked, still have a little of the uncooked yolk in the middle, but in general, it's okay. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna eat.
I got chicken and waffles. We're gonna go presentation pretty good. I'm gonna drizzle some of this maple syrup on top. Oh yeah, let's just go right in. The chicken's kind of flavorless. Maple syrup didn't really taste like anything. It's very bland. It's really confusing. It's almost like a French toast, kind of cinnamony. Solid like 4.5 out of 10.
Here's the deal. We've been waiting over an hour for the whole experience. We're just now getting our food. So just know, if you're going to do this C-Day brunch, don't have any plans, which we don't, so that's great. But if you're in a hurry, this is not the place for you. So I got the huevos rancheros, which I never get, but I'm always intrigued by, so I get that. And then corned beef and hash. I love corned beef and hash, and yet there's only one place I've ever found it to be delicious. That's in Kansas City at the Beer Kitchen, and they got rid of it. So let's see how their corned beef and hash is. And I would guess, I would hope this is not from a can. However, it looks like canned corned beef and hash. Salty. Actually, it's pretty good corned beef. But it's kind of like Simon's chicken. It doesn't have that nice bite and crunch on it. Flavor-wise, it's great. But just the whole mouthful, man, so. And huevos rancheros. So I've never had this before. Do you pick it up? Do you pick it up and eat it? No, I don't think you can. I'm going to have to cut it. Let's go in here. So they got some refried beans. Got some chicken, a little bit of eggs and salsa. It looks pretty. Not a lot of spice. And honestly, it just tastes like refried beans. That happens to have a little bit of eggs and a little bit of chicken. So my suggestion for you, if you ever get this here, maybe just kind of break it apart. Go, a little chicken, a little eggs. That right there is much better. Skip the refried beans. I think Simon's right. Solid 4.5 out of 10. So far, C-Day brunch. I don't know if I recommend, but maybe try it on your cruise and see if it's a better experience. And if it is, drop the comments in below what you guys think about the C-Day brunch on Carnival Cruise Line.
One of the fun things about cruising is the animals after they clean your room. I will say the attendants do such a good job of making your place look neat. Very nice people.
We are at sea today, and we're getting ready to hit the pool. But before we get in the pool, we need to grab a little snacky. So we went to the sandwich bar. They forgot my son's order, so -5 points. I ordered the Cuban sandwich. The one thing I'll say about this sandwich or the deli here on the cruise ship is it's not the fastest. There's always a long line, but the food is consistently good. And so again, I got the Cuban sandwich. Looks very full. Let's get in here and see how Cuban it really is. It's a good thing I'm not Jewish, because this would definitely sink me in the religion. But everything is really moist. Pulled pork, ham, some cheese, pickles, and of course mustard. I will say this, generally kind of flavorless, which disappoints me, but it's moist. And when you're hungry, you're hungry. And the fries, I'm no fry connoisseur. That's a fry. Yeah, but I would get it again. Just put a little more sauce on it, you got it covered.
I got the water in my eyes.
Just chilling in the sun. It's been a really hot day, but enjoying a book and reapplying sunscreen a lot and getting really hot.
We love sharing our adventures with you, but did you know that every single episode is brought to life by our amazing editor?
That's right. Asa over at Asa and Eva Media is our primary editor for every episode of Takeoff with Tiff and Nat.
Asa doesn't just cut clips together. He has a gift for storytelling, pulling out the best moments, adding the perfect pace, and making sure that every video looks professional, fun, and ready for YouTube.
So if you're a creator, business, ministry, or influencer looking to level up your content game, Asa and Eva Media is who you want in your corner.
They bring creativity, excellence, and a passion into every project.
So if you'd like to check out their work, just click the link below and see what Asa and Eva can do for you.
Asa and Eva Media, thank you for making Takeoff with Tiff and Nat look this good.
And now, let's take off.
So here I am in the ironing room. Each floor has one of these, and they are free to use. They are not the greatest ever, and it's hot and it's condensed, but if you need to iron your clothes for formal night, this is the place to come. Free, easy access. You got to wait. I was waiting about 10 minutes to get in here, but I'm going quick. It's good enough for this guy. So come check out the ironing room if you need it, or otherwise steam it in your shower. Honestly, it's probably going to be just as good as this guy does.
All right, we are just getting ready for dinner tonight at the restaurant. And one thing that's nice is sometime in the afternoon they always drop off the next day's information here. And tomorrow we're going to be at Princess Cays, which is in the Bahamas. One of the downsides about Princess Cays and some of the other islands and the ports inside the Bahamas is you have to take a shuttle to get there. And so one thing I'll do in the morning and take you with me is to go to the piano bar at 7 a.m. to get a shuttle pass. So one thing you may want to remember, if you are going to Princess Cays, if you have an excursion, you get priority onto the shuttle. If not, you got to get up and get to the assigned place to get your shuttle pass. Otherwise, if you're not in a hurry, you can start getting over around 11:30 and not have to worry about getting up. But tomorrow our plan is to get up, get breakfast, and get over to the island and then get out of there, because we will tell you from experience, the food there is not very good. It's a buffet and it's hot, dry, burgers, hot dogs, maybe some jerk chicken, but that's a maybe. So they always drop this off in the morning, information for you. And the other thing that's really great with Carnival, it's on their app as well, but you will get this Fun Times daily itinerary, and it has all the highlights of the activities for the day. And then if you're just curious about like all the food options, what the hours are, every day you're going to get this in your mailbox outside of your door. So they'll show you all the movies that are going to be happening. You can watch movies in the pool. They have different music events, different activities. Like tomorrow, they will not have a big show at night, which they will tonight, but they will have a Deal or No Deal show, which you can actually purchase an opportunity to get on there. We're not going to do that. We'll just maybe watch and have some fun. But anyway, this is a great resource for you, or if you need information, just use your app. I like the app as well because then I can actually heart it, and then it has your itinerary customized for you. So be sure you check out the app or this handout that comes every day. There's Tiffany getting ready for dinner tonight. Tonight is formal night. And with formal night, they say it's required. It really isn't. But it's always nice to look your very best. And so tonight, Tiffany will be wearing a beautiful dress, and family has got button-down shirts and some nice dress slacks. It'll be a sight to remember.
Okay, so one thing to keep in note with the cruises, I was using this air wrap to curl my hair, and it actually ended up setting off the fire alarms, which was really entertaining. And I happened to be in a state of undress when this happened. So then my phone rang and they asked, "Hey, how you doing?" I just said, "I'm fine. My alarm's going off. I think it's from my curling thingy." Within like 5 seconds, there was a person at my door, so I had zero time to fully clothe myself. So threw on, luckily we had those robes that we had borrowed earlier. So I was able to throw that on really quick and answer my door. But in that moment of time, the alarms shut off on their own. So note to self, using hot irons, or in this case, this is an air wrap, so it's in hot air that blows. And I'm guessing it's just from the steam from my slightly wet hair still going through this that maybe set it off. I don't know. But evidently they're rather sensitive.
All right, it is the end of our day at sea, day 2 here on the Carnival Magic, and it was a really nice day. Did some swimming, hit the water slides, relaxed, ate, and now it's time for dinner at the Northern Lights restaurant. Tonight, I'm really looking forward to. We ordered escargot, Alfredo linguine, we got tuna crudo. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds delicious. We have souffle, filet mignon, all sorts of good things. Check-in was smooth. The place is packed. We're looking forward to a wonderful dinner together as a family.
I am about to try my appetizer, well, one of 2 appetizers. And I had ordered I don't know if it was New England clam chowder or if it was just normal clam chowder. But appearance-wise, I like it so far, and the fact that they have more substance or larger pieces of potato and clam, and it looks like bacon. So they have a nice crispy piece of bacon right on top. That's actually a really good clam chowder. The clams actually taste really fresh. They don't taste like a super rubbery or fishy. And again, there's lots of chunks, which I prefer in my soup. But yes, this is an actually really good clam chowder, and I would definitely recommend it.
Are we going? Oh, well, I have escargot. It's just a snail. I don't know. It's actually kind of spicy in a little way. It's also a little crunchy. But other than that, it's pretty good. You couldn't even tell that it was snail.
I got the escargot version de moulin, as they say in French. Escargot is obviously snails cooked in butter and some breadcrumbs and some cheese. Always a very big fan of this when we travel. Presentation, a little lacking. I always like the individual snails, either in a shell or in a ramekin, but it smells like butter. A little garlic. So I agree. Not too spicy, rich, buttery, delicious goodness. A little bit of garlic. Could use a little bit more seasoning, but I tell you, you just can't go wrong with escargot, butter, and cheese. Put them all together. That is a good appetizer. Friendly reminder, on these cruises, in the dining room, you can get as many appetizers as you want, as many desserts as you want, and from what I can tell, even as many entrees as you want. So I added on the tuna crudo, I think, and the Alfredo linguine with chicken. Looks like there's a lot of garlic, some cheese, looks like well-cooked noodles. Heavy mushroom flavor in there. Not your traditional like Alfredo you'd think of, not as creamy, but really enjoyable. I'm not a pasta guy, so I just got to try it on these cruises. So if you get this, again, think more mushroom, a little garlic. Honestly, needs a little more flavor, but overall, not mad at it. And this tuna crudo, I don't even know what that is or what it means. This is one of Emeril Lagasse's dishes. So there's a little radish, dandelion greens, looks like a little jalapeno, and even a little piece of mandarin orange. I don't know how you eat this. I know you're not supposed to use your fingers. What can I say? From Nebraska, we don't do things fancy there. Spicy, sweet, acidic. Tuna is delicious. This is so light and refreshing. This is an excellent appetizer. Get it if you are here on the Carnival Magic. Delicious.
So I had ordered the grilled shrimp with a fish cake. It has a mashed pea. I think it said mashed cauliflower. I'm not sure, but this definitely looks like peas because it's bright green. Let's give it a try. I'm surprised that I like that. That's actually really good. It's very refreshing. It's a little bit of a different take on a mashed potato. I actually like that they kept some of the chunks in there of the peas and the cauliflower. So it's just a much fresher version and lighter version of a mashed potato. Let's try this little fish cake thing. Kind of like a crab cake. Looks like there's a cream sauce in there. That is very creamy. Has a light fish flavor, but it's not overly fishy, which I greatly appreciate. One of the things that I have read or heard of on Carnival is that they actually use a lot of fresh local ingredients if they can get it. And so you can really tell that in their seafood, that the quality of their seafood is actually really good. Let's try the shrimp. That is a very nicely cooked shrimp. It is not overly cooked. It is not rubbery. And again, that's the sign of a really good shrimp. The quality is good. It's cooked to perfection. Has a light char on the outside, which is really nice. And then this is like a tomato sauce of some sort. I like it. It's actually, in general, a very light dish. It's not very heavy. So no need to give you a review on broccoli because it's broccoli.
I got the filet mignon with the braised short rib, mashed potatoes, and green beans. I'm always nervous about getting steak, especially when it's in the standard selection of food options, just because usually it's really tough. I knew the braised beef would be very soft and tender. It's almost like a pot roast. So let's give this short rib a taste. Melts in your mouth. It is tender, moist, not overly flavorful, not a lot of sauce in that, but that's okay. But man, if you like short ribs or you like pot roast, that's going to be a winner. Now, I asked for this to be medium rare. We're more on the medium side, but it's filet mignon. It still should be tender. Good grill marks,
The sauce, again, just kind of plain, nothing too flavorful. The steak, again, a little bit overcooked for my taste. Not the best filet mignon. I actually make a better steak at home, but this is better than their sirloin. I'll go for it. So overall, pretty good. My kids would ask me to give it a rating. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Little mashed potatoes. Chunks in the mashed potatoes. Creamy and rich. I ain't mad at you. And green beans. You gotta eat your vegetables. Cooked al dente. But let's be honest, vegetables at dinner time are fillers. I'm sticking to potatoes and the meat.
For dessert, I got a souffle Grand Marnier. Not exactly sure what that means, but it's a souffle with a cream sauce. Pretty sure you're supposed to put this over the top here. Let's see what's inside. So a souffle is like a cake, but it rises up, and they're very temperamental. I have not actually experimented in trying to make one because I've heard that they're very temperamental, and if you open the oven door too soon, they fall. So let's give this a go. First impression, it is very hot, and it's very vanilla. It's almost like a creme brulee, like a custard on the inside, like a vanilla custard with a little bit of a cake on the top. In general, this is really delicious. It is not the typical dessert that I would usually go for because I love chocolate. They had 2 different chocolate options for tonight for dessert, but I also really wanted to try this souffle. So I'm happy that I got it. But I will also get a couple bites of one of my boys' desserts if I can get to them before they devour them.
Okay, guys, I got the chocolate panna cotta, which is, I don't know what it is. It's like a cheese. My son said it's kind of like a thick pudding mold. So I don't know. We're going to give this a whirl here. I'll be honest, it looks a little sus. Like the presentation, though. Smells like chocolate. It's like super duper thick chocolate pudding, but I'll give it to them. The flavor is rich, dark chocolate. If my wife Tiffany, who's holding the camera, could only have a bite, but I'm just going to keep eating this until it's gone and she can record every single bite.
No!
The sky falls when it covers. We will stand tall, face it all together. Rising up back on the street, my time could not test it. The world of your imagination.
It is about 9:45 and we are outside by the pool for an evening movie. One of the cool things that Carnival does here is do, I think, 3 different movies over the course of the evening.
The one thing that I really love is that at night, the weather is nice, like almost chilly because there's a light breeze going, which is why I have a cozy little blanket, which I borrowed from Carnival. It's another perk that we found out about, is that you can ask your concierge for a complimentary blanket to use while you're on the ship. Obviously, you don't get to keep it, but it's handy for movie nights out on the deck when it's a little bit chilly, but cozy up, watch your movie, get a little drink. If you feel like it, people are still swimming, which is really great.
So you get to watch the movie and swim.
Swim and watch a movie.
I may do that in a little bit.
Oh, and some of the snacks are still open. They still have the buffet open right now, which is
Buffet,
insane.
sandwich shop, pizza
Partial.
shop, bars are open, and if you ask nicely, you can get free popcorn for your movie night. But definitely check out the outdoor waterfront movie nights. Awesome. Great way to kill time and free.
Another random thing. So the drinks come with these straws that are actually edible. Now, I found that very weird when we first got here, and my kids were like, the straws are edible. Well, my children, don't you see that I like it? It's mine.
It's pure sugar.
That's mine. But they're basically sugar straws. It's really nice that at the end of your drink, you get to enjoy a little yummy straw. But the adventure isn't over yet. Next up, Princess K's Bahamas.
Get ready for snorkeling, exploring local vendors, soaking in those island vibes, and of course, more fun on the Carnival Magic.
You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a sunny, sandy, and splashy kind of day.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss when we drop episode 3.
And while you wait, join our travel community over on Patreon. See the link below.
Until next time,
Get ready to take off,
Island style. And now we wait for the rest of the prompts and the script. This is a terrible dance.